Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NXT Vengeance Day from last night. Oh, what a show this was. This might have been one of the best main events in a long time for NXT premium live events. Not only did we have the Dusty Classic Finals, we had the NXT Women's title, the NXT North American title, and of course the NXT Championship on the line. So first off, we had the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic 2024 edition. We had Bron Breakker, Baron Corbin, the Wolf Dogs, going up against Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick. He was doing double duty. He had a main event match against Ilja Dragunov. Hayes and Williams didn't look like they were on the same page here. It was a good match. Breakker and Corbin looked like they were connecting big time. So kind of interested to see where that goes, because on Friday Night SmackDown, Bron was given a contract by Nick Aldis. He said, and then Adam Pearce showed up. He told Pearce told him to wait till Monday, and he had a contract offer for him as well. And so the bidding war of 24 for Bron Breakker begins. He is one half of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners, the War Dogs, Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker. I ended up giving that match 3.5. Next up, we had a no disqualification match, Dijak versus Joe Gacy. This was a weird match. We had trash cans, no disqualifications, so trash cans and doors. We had duct tape. Joe Gacy duct taped Dijak's face around his head and around his eyes, and then whacks him with a kendo stick. And then you have Dijak somehow being able to see where he was at in the ring. Weird, I know. And being doing a couple moves with duct tape on his eyes on Joe Gacy. Then he ends up getting ripping the duct tape off and attacking Joe Gacy and actually getting the victory over him. So Dijak winning this match. I don't know where this match goes from here. Honestly, this should have been just a weekly show match to me. It wasn't a premium live event style match. But we had Dijak getting the victory, 3.25. Next up, we had a mixed tag 6-man women tag match. We had the family Adriana, Rizzo, Channing, Lorenzo, Tony D'Angelo going up against OTM Out the Mud, really? Bronco, Nima, Jaida Parker, Lucien, Price, Scripts on the outside. Yeah, this match didn't do a lot for me. 10 minutes. I give it 2.75 stars. The family getting the victory. It was more or less ho-hum, ho-hum, ho-hum. The family being tag team champions and the titles not being defended here was kind of like, really? What? Why do we need this match? Do this match on the Tuesday night and then have the tag titles on it on Sunday night. Next up, we had the NXT Women's title on the line. We had champion Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. About halfway through the match or so, Lola Vice with her breakout tournament win come out with the contract, and it's literally like a cash-in thing where you can cash in for a match. She cashes in and joins the match. Roxanne Perez almost pinned her right off the bat. Roxanne Perez lost the women's tag titles, lost the NXT women's title without being pinned from injury and whatnot. So I was like, crap. They're only adding Lola Vice for one reason. She ain't winning it. Yep. They added Lola Vice just to waste that contract, and she ate the pin for Lyra Valkyria. So eventually we'll get Roxanne Perez versus Lyra Valkyria 1-on-1, and I bet Roxanne Perez wins. She was trained by Booker T. She wasn't there. I thought that was interesting. Wade Barrett was pulling double duty. But Lyra Valkyria is still your NXT Women's Champion. I give that 3.25. Next up, we had the NXT North American title on the line. We had champion Oba Femi going up against former champion Dragon Lee. Oba Femi retained his title here. I just think they shot him too quick. He won the breakout tournament, men's breakout tournament, and then immediately won the North American title. It's kind of like, now, I didn't think this match was all that good, to be honest with you. I give it 2.5 stars. I wasn't impressed at all by it. I know I've seen some people saying it was 3.5. I'm like, I don't know about all that, but okay. To each their own. It's your opinion. But next up, though, the main event, Ilja Dragunov versus Trick Williams. There was a couple times I thought Trick was winning. There was one time it was 2.99999. I mean, it was 1, 2. I don't know how he didn't hit 3 on that one, but it was drill kickoff. They did one spot where Dragunov I think he came toward Trick, and Trick kneed him right in the face. His nose was all bloody, and I think he did it twice, and then Dragunov hit Trick with a couple moves. I was like, whoa, 18 minutes, hard-hitting match. Two top stars. Trick Williams is a top star. There was one point, though, where Carmelo Hayes was with Trick on the outside. Trick gets knocked out on the outside and gets knocked into Carmelo. Or no, Carmelo got knocked into Trick and kind of buckled his knee. It's like, that looked a little weird. Is there tension between the two of them? And then the referee got knocked out at one point next to the Carmelo Hayes laying on the ground, and it's like, okay, and Trick had the pen at that time. Obviously, no one to count except for the crowd. They get the referee back in, and then at the very end, you see this shock look on Carmelo's face when Ilja Dragunov pins Trick Williams. Carmelo Hayes is in the ring. You could see it coming a mile away. He walks behind him, just smiles, and just whacks him with a chair and just annihilates him with the chair. He didn't get the heat that I was expecting. Carmelo Hayes did, but I just don't understand what we're doing here. We have a champion, former champion, who has a great title run, has put on great matches. We put him in a situation where he's not champion anymore, and then he turns on that person. AKA, they did the same thing with Bron Breakker. So it's like, you have to turn him heel before they leave NXT. Is the idea to bring him into the main roster heel then? I don't know where we're at here with this, but having Carmelo turn on Trick Williams, my guess is they're going to go back to the storyline where Trick got attacked, and so Carmelo's going to be the one that actually attacked him, or he knows who did. I give the match 4.25. It was a damn good match. Hard hitting, just two guys, just Trick Williams in NXT is the main event caliber talent. He showed that here. He didn't have to go over to get over. In my opinion, he got over as that main event guy. Ilja Dragunov is in a different level. I think Ilja Dragunov needs to be called up to the main roster. If we're going to have somebody beat Walter, he's the one to do it. Or you have Walter vacate the title. I don't think anyone else besides Ilja Dragunov or somebody like that, maybe a Pete Dunne, those are the only guys that should be beating Walter at this point. I think either he vacates it and wins the world title, or one of those two guys beat him, but that's just my opinion. But Ilja Dragunov retained an NXT title in a 4.25 star match. That was NXT Vengeance Day. They announced Roadblock for March, and then we have Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend. I love how the fact they have Stand and Deliver on WrestleMania weekend and start at 11:30 local time. Yeah, it goes right up against Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I'm torn. Am I going to try to watch them both? Am I going to watch one over the other? I'd love to see people's opinions on what you're going to be watching at that time on that Saturday of the first night of WrestleMania. Because at 11 o'clock, you got to either watch NXT Stand and Deliver or Effie's Big Gay Brunch. It's a toss-up for me. I may just try to watch them both at the same time. They're both going to be that must-see TV. So, but anyway, that is Vengeance Day. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports kind of content.